Good Friday, everyone. Before I get started, I do want to say that I really enjoyed being out at the community complex yesterday evening and meeting with the folks from the Gardens RV community here in Cumberland County. And what a warm welcome I received, and some great questions. And man, those desserts they were spot on. So I appreciate you all having me out there. And I hope you learned something about the weather of the Cumberland Plateau. It is certainly an interesting place to try to forecast the weather for. Looking at our estimated rainfall yesterday from radar, and you can see the Cumberland Plateau is just kind of bullseyed. I was thankful that I at least had forecast 20% chances for rain, but when it was all said and done, I should have went 30 or 50%. So that little disturbance got a little hyperactive. Look at that right here in Tennessee. So Tennessee and North Alabama is where it decided to drop its precipitation. And so we saw those showers yesterday, especially yesterday morning. And we have nothing much to talk about around here except for some random showers. So we look to the tropics, and things are still a little bit interesting there. So we now have a system that has a 40% chance of developing. But as you can already see from the way they're kind of arcing the path, it looks like it may curve out to sea. So way too early to know for sure. We'll be tracking this thing for the next week and a half or so, but just something to kind of keep an eye on. Upper Cumberland Fair Credit Union bringing us our weather headlines, and the biggest headline we have to talk about is the warmer weather coming next week. Premier Generator's level of concern, it's another level 0 day, no weather worries. And Clearview Closet and Blind bringing us that 5-day forecast, and you see why there's no weather worries. It is sunshines and a few clouds from time to time. I think maybe a few more clouds on Tuesday, so I added that little bitty cloud there. Highs in the low 80s today and tomorrow. Mid 80s on Sunday, mid to upper 80s Monday, dropping back down just a hair on Tuesday with a few more clouds around. But all in all, not too bad of a 5-day forecast at all. Premier Generators bringing us our severe weather outlook for the next 5 days. Nothing. When you got sunshine, you don't have severe weather. Weichert Realtors bringing us our extended threat, and there that is, that above normal temperatures for next week. So that's the most exciting thing we have in the weather department for the next 7 to 10 days, it looks like, is above normal temperatures. We all know the weather will turn active once again, so let's enjoy this break. On this day in weather history, look at this, 1940, the morning low at the UT Experiment Station west of Crossville, 34 degrees. Can you believe we're already in that time of the year when we could see frost? We're not going to anytime soon, according to that 5-day forecast I just showed you, but yeah, it's possible. 1959, Luna 2 is launched by the Soviet Union, becoming the first spacecraft to impact the moon. They beat us to that too, but they didn't beat us to walking on the moon. 1979, this was a big one. Hurricane Frederick smashes into Mobile Bay. This was a big hurricane, 132 mile per hour winds, wind gust to 145. The eye of the hurricane moved right over Dauphin Island, Alabama. Hurricane folks still talk about this storm. Frederick produced a 15-foot storm surge near the mouth of Mobile Bay. The hurricane was the costliest in U.S. history up to that time, causing $2.3 billion in damage. And remember, this is 1979, $2.3 billion. Can you imagine what that would be today? You folks have a wonderful Friday and keep looking up. Don't forget to download that app. I promise the weather will get interesting again, and you're going to want to get my updates. So make sure you download that app and that you're ready for that when it comes. I've got your Friday Funny. I've got your Farmer's Almanac. I've got all kinds of good stuff. It's on your app and at the website. Just go to meteorologistsmart.com. You folks enjoy this beautiful day.